Yo everybody, my name's Freddy Fretcherson Fazbear or Frick Bear, whatever. I am Freddy Fretcherson Prick Bear. What? And I'm System Toy Bonnie. Yeah, trying to keep that. I don't mind this book we got. Today is the next summary of the of Four Tales of the Pizza Plex number 5 that Bobby does conclusion. Next story being the Storyteller. That's what we'll be summarizing today. And I guess I could talk about what this thing is up there. Yeah, what is that? It's just a little art FGF made. That's gonna be the background. Anyways, we're gonna talk about this right here. And alright, let's start. So it starts off. So basically, this could be about the board of directors. With let me name a few of them. There was we'll just talk about the main ones actually. The two main ones, Edward and Mr. Burroughs. Well, I think was it Edward? Yeah, I think it was Edward. These are our main characters. So basically, what happens is that Mr. Burroughs, the younger one, who's 35, with Edward being 64 or something, he thought of a plan about getting rid of the story makers and creating this machine called the Storyteller. Yes, which is why this thing's called the Storyteller. What the Storyteller is, we'll think about that. Edward doesn't like this idea, but they come over anything. So first of all, they start off with thinking about trees, some ID trees. Some said it needed an oak tree. Others said it needed what was the other type of tree? All I could think of was oak. Was there another one? Yeah, there was another one. I think it was oak tree. Wood tree? No. Yeah, whatever. But Edward wanted a specific kind of tree called the bomb tree, I think. Hold up. Not here. Somewhere here. Somewhere here. Come on. Where is it? Finally, I just read it. These records are now finally in daylight. Most of these were in nighttime. True. Already mentions the baobab tree. Not here. Somewhere early here in the book. Oh, there you go. Baobab. As you can see it right there. Let me zoom into that. There it is. Baobab. That is basically... we'll have that blocks that. What that is basically of how, well, I don't know how to say this. Dang it. It was, hold up a second. Alright, we found it. It was basically, these things up here. You see these? This is what he was talking about. Because a story trailer is basically some type of tree animatronic. At least that's what we seen while reading the story. It was some tree-like animatronic that I think children were able to enter inside in, and this is what it was. And actually, some type of creature was going to be there, being I guess the main controller. And here's the interesting: it was a white tiger. I'm pretty sure it was a tiger. Again, look at the book, just to be sure. But I'm pretty sure they said something about a white tiger. In fact, yeah. Also now Edward is a consultant of the thing, and he's actually not allowed to go inside it. Man, where's the part where he talks about how it's a tiger? I can't find it. Tiger. Oh, here you go. Look. It says it right here. Tiger head. And I'm pretty sure it was a white tiger. And this immediately made me thought about one of the stories that we're gonna get into next soon, some point in July. Watch this right here. Tiger Rock. Remember this? And this is also something about a white tiger. So, are these two connected? Let me know if you think that. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Back to what we were, doing. Let me just get back to that. Basically, I think it gets released to the public. And here's the interesting part. This thing changes the personality of all the animatronics. I don't know why. It just does. Even Freddy. This thing straight up changes the personality of every single animatronic, making them, I think, a little more meaner than they usually are, yeah. I don't remember all of them, but I remember specifically Groundhog Freddy that's later in the story, how he's turned into a brat. So yeah, and everyone thinks this is because of the Storyteller Tigers thing. So he he decides to go sneak in one point and check it. Was there anything he did in between? No, I don't think so. Well, why he also talks about his past, about the stuff he saw, and basically back then he had a woman, I forgot the name, Fiona? I don't know. Oh, but she died during childbirth, but they never mentioned if the child is still alive or not. And this happened when he was like in his 20s, so where is the child now? That's the real question. What happened to the child? Yeah, what happened to him? Or her? I don't think it ever actually says what happened to him. Or her, so... Anyways, so... He goes in, and I think he does some little tampering thing with the Tiger animatronic. Mr. Bowers notices it, and decides to get his technicians to work on the thing, yeah. So, they then give him some mechanized thing that he can use to, basically, how do you say this? I think lock it. So, one time when, Edward was sneaking in, because if you remember why he's doing this, because now, Mr. Bowers actually blames Edward for doing all the tampering. He thinks Edward's the one doing this. Because I don't think back that he didn't notice the avatars were changing until after he saw Edward sneaking in into the storyteller. So he this one time when he said he locks the thing, leaving him in there for like I think a week or two, for like a week or something. At first he didn't thought about it, but then he thought that he would have tried to come out, but he realized he didn't. So some point he tries to go in there himself, and when he does, at first he doesn't see it, and then he finds a note that says "I'm sorry," and then he sees him dead, just dead on the floor. And then he realized that he locked himself in there, so he can't find a way out. He tried everything he could, including a password, but that didn't work. And that led to him, dead. In the thing, because I'm pretty sure the thing... Also, the tiger, I think, was attacking him. So he ripped out some of the arms. And, he tried to ask for help, but all the kids in the pizza Plex were all, just too busy celebrating. Basically. And I think that's how the story ends. So, yeah, let's talk about what exactly the storyteller is. The storyteller was a machine basically able to tell stories. Simply. But why was it a tiger head? I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to fit something and so they decided to just do a tiger out of nowhere. Well, it doesn't really mean anything. Or it does. I mean, that thing how it's a white tiger, I think it's a white tiger. How it's a tiger like the tiger we can see in Tiger Rock, they might have a connection. Oh, so, well, think about it. If it is true that this is the white tiger, and see how we never actually see this thing in the actual game. I don't remember seeing a storyteller in the actual game. Maybe what happens is that maybe someone does finally decides to go in, and you know, this is particularly what happens after the story. So maybe after the story, they find him dead, so they destroy the machine. But I feel like they salvaged the tiger thing, so they can later use it for tiger. That may be why he's like, oh, you know, a little withered out. If you go back here, look, if you can see closely, it's a little there's a little ripped up parts on him. That could probably be because of how this thing with Witchy was from the storyteller, so it probably got a little broken before they decided to put him in this thing. So that could be a reason to why the Tiger Rock looks like that, but I'm not entirely sure. And hey, at least we got a first look at the board of directors. Yeah, and all their members, though. Hold on, let me look for some of the names. Let's see, there was... Oh, his name was Edwin! Dang it, it was Edwin, not Edward. Made sense, Edward was already a character. There was... I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce this right. Yvette? What else was there? Mr. Burton? Anyone else? Sort of at least one more mention. Which, one or two more mention. I think Donna was one of them. I'm not sure. What else? Oh, Dale. Dale was another one. Let's see. Anything else that I should mention before I reveal what the third story is? Well, we already know what it is. I mean, we already know what it is. Oh yeah, also Mr. Cupcake was mentioned. Chica having Mr. Cupcake. So Mr. Cupcake does exist in the Pizza Plex somewhere. That's confirmed. If you don't know who Mr. Cupcake is, it's basically the actual name of the Cupcake animatronic. So we finally got an official name for him. His name is Mr. Cupcake, not Carl. Do you have anything else to theorize? Not really, actually. I really can't think about as much stuff as the other one. Oh wait, we could talk about why the thing was tampering with the animatronics. Yeah, what was it? Maybe it was because maybe the thing was... Maybe Agony was in it. True. Maybe while developing, Agony was caught up to it and spread to the animatronics. That makes me why they act normal not back in the game as they act here. So yeah, I'm not sure what else we have to say, but let's figure out what the last story is called. Alright, let's see. We already know what it is, but let's just... Alright, is it what I think it is? Oh! Bobby Dots Part 2. Well, this is called the Bobby Dots Conclusion. Well, that's good. We had a whole thumbnail ready for this, but now it looks like we're gonna have to change it because it's actually called Bobby Dots. I don't know why it's called Conclusion here. Yeah, it's called Part 2. You know what? I'm not even gonna question or... Anyways, so we have the Bobby Dots Part 2, and as always, another long of this. Oh, this thing. These things are long. I just realized. So yeah, Bobby Dots Part 2, not Bobby Dots Conclusion. So tomorrow we'll probably make a video of that. So hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, and if you're interested in this channel, please subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.